Good evening, everyone. Welcome another night to Monday Practice with Reverend Jorge. I'm very, very grateful that all of you are connecting right now. I'm very grateful to have this space with everyone. This is a space for in to explore spiritual practice. As I've been saying it, we have many things to do in our normal lives. So we go into social media, we spend times watching pictures, Netflix, and we always had time for everything for everybody. But a few times we had time for God, and that's what a spiritual practice are: is to reconnect us with God and to allow a space with God that is increasing and increasing and increasing more and more during the day. That's our intention, and for that I'm very, very grateful to have you here right now. If you are entering, I see three people connected. So write in your chat and let me know that you are here. I'd like to hear who is here and say good night. Hey Sharon, how are you? Hey Jeannie, welcome back. How are you today? And we got lost one. It's okay. So as I say this, for me, I'm very grateful for having this space. I'm very grateful for that we are getting together right now, live or later through the stream and the possibility to stream everyone. Welcome everyone. Seems, let me see something. Seems like if Facebook is actually no working. Give me a second. I want to go with and check. Yeah, it seems like we are live. So, welcome everyone. I could get in Facebook. Oh, okay. Sometimes we got this into Facebook connections in or cell phone, and so let me give a second. I'm trying to see if we are online. We are close. Okay, very grateful. So today is a new Monday and a new month. We start with a new month, and I try always to connect our experience of the spiritual practice with the message on Sunday with Reverend Sherry. I think it's important to put in practice what the beautiful and inspiring message of Reverend Sherry, and I think spiritual practice can help us with that. And today I have one in particular because that message was very inspirational. The topic of the month is "I'd in the price." That's very good. Reverend Sherry enters from Facebook, so I know we are working right now. Hello, Reverend Sherry. So eyes on the prize. And she clarified the price, what it is to get what our egos or small self wants, but it's the eye on the oneness experience, to be united with God, that we close this gap of separation. And the topic of the last Sunday was flexibility. So to be flexible, to be open, to be flexible, and to experience, to bring new ideas, to bring new experience in our lives. So that is a very important place to direct ourselves into the eyes of the prize, which is the oneness. And it's, I'm going to take a few minutes to explain a little how this practice relate with this, so I can make it this time, and for next Mondays we go direct into the practice and I don't have to rewrite and explain this. I will check the first video on September 6th, and you will find this explanation. So we in Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes explained that we are one with God. We are in the medium, which is the law, and we are experiencing all God, and God experiences it through us as us, and vice versa. We experience God and all that God is through God and as God. But at the same time, we have one thing that Ernest Holmes called the personal belief system, or the belief system. And if we go more into the old languages, the human race consciousness, where it's more about as a human concept. In many other cultures, they call it the ego, and in others, to make it more Freud and specific, and it's a word that we already in modern times we know, the ego. In the Buddhism tradition and in other traditions, they call the small self. And in the I like more in the from the Hindu tradition is called the system, the thinking system. A way to it's a system to whether we are born. And I'm as engineer, I like more. So because I can relate that we had two systems run at the same time. The system of this small self, which is pain, sorrow, lack, you name it, and the system to see the world as God's eyes is the real system. So like Windows and Mac and you name it. Now I'm saying that which one is better, but just comparing. So the practice with that relates with this flexible and with eyes on the prize is that one of the hardest practice or spiritual practice is to self-observation, to see ourselves, to break through that ego system ways to think. Reverend Sherry was explaining about the printer cartridge and things like that. Her way to see the thing was put it in somewhere different, and this other person's way to think is where everything related with printers is called to be together. You see, two ways of thinking, two different ways. That is the flexibility. So, but that sometimes it's very difficult for us. It doesn't matter how long we have been reading or practicing. We can do meditations, we can do mantras, we can go to retreats, we can things like that. But until we don't start doing the work, the practice of self-observation, or give it or to stop the system of the ego system or the small self system or the personal belief system, whatever you want to call it, which is kind of imagine that it's a way that block us to see the reality and the beauty that God is, and we only see these yucky things. So it's needed to change. Now, in the neurologic path of science has bringing this as well, and which is basically is to find another way to reconnect the neurons so we can think in a different way, and we have different outcomes and we see different outcomes. Same thing. So we are going to do a practice. It's based in a tradition, Buddhist tradition, that is called no problem. How we are in time? Perfect. The no problem is this things. It's a practice. I'm going to. It's not a meditation. I don't believe much in guided meditations because it's more like trying to entertain the brain, which is not my favorite. It's the small self again, is our egos trying to avoid the real work, in my opinion. But it's what I have experienced in the past, and it's what I take out from that. And it's more about to this practice going to be to learn to stop, to question ourselves, question that small system that we have, and put us and stop letting see that small system and focus on the prize, on God, on oneness, on the beauty, on the joy, on the peace that God is. So that's the flexibility to choose from our habit to stop and choose the other way. So that's what we're going to bring. The invitation with this practice and this is that during the day when you find yourself, you just ask this question that we're going to learn in a moment, and stop to think, and more than to think, and more than argued or trying to find reasons like, oh, is this situation or this person or this thing is making me crazy. No, it's how I feel. And then it's like, okay, I feel this dragging, this energy low. So, and the question will be da, 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 how I feel, what I want to feel, and we go direct that. You see, it's directing your mind. It's to be flexible, to move from one thing to another, to the cartridge for to the closet, to cartridge close to the computer, to the printer. So easy. If you saw the Sunday service, you know what I'm talking about. So before we go to the practice, I just want to say that, thank you everyone to be here. And I really, if you really like this practice and this Monday practice, give it a thumbs up in Facebook or YouTube or both. If you are new to CLF and to these events, subscribe so you can see not just this Monday practice, but the whole activities that we have included in Sunday service at 9 in the morning Arizona time. It starts with a nice meditation, but also we have midday meditations, and we have a special time with Reverend Sherry on Tuesday. So subscribe and get and link to the notification so you get all this wonderful news through Facebook and YouTube. And if you are looking at this video afterwards of the live version, so give it a thumbs up again, subscribe as well, and leave a comment. I really love to read the comments after this. I learn more than who is visiting and maybe the reason why you are not, and if you learn something. That's it. So that's this side for me. So the administrative part, I already spoke the little part of why it is connected with the practice and the message and what it's called. So what I said is the practice coming from the Buddhism is called no problem. It's actually when we are in these minds and these situations and the things, one really big characteristics of the ego self, the small self, or the personal belief system that, as Ernest Holmes and Science of Mind say, is that we like to resolve problems. The ego, this system, likes to make us believe that it's in us who lies all responsibility to resolve problems. And it's not. It's actually when we are connected with God, the eyes on the prize. When we connect with the prize, we connect with this oneness, the solutions show up. Very easy. We are guided. We are actually pushed to go, to say, to do things. That doesn't mean that we don't have action, but it's an inspire action instead of the belief from the fear that I need to do something, I need to win, I need to have, which is the other system, the system of fear. So, so the practice is, I say, it's no problem. You can do it with the eyes open, with the eyes closed. And I say this is not a guided meditation, but we're going to be together, and we're going to have a practice time, so we learn what to do it and what to ask. So for these things, I want you is just to relax, close your eyes, or you can continue looking at my beautiful face, and see. And be inquiring the question. So let the question inquire you. So remember, we are going to break this bad habit to think that we are the ones who resolve problems, and put the eyes on the prize and be flexible to see other options. So no problem. The no problem practice start very simple. Take a deep breath. Very deep breath. For this exercise, I want you to bring something from your day to day. Maybe it was a holiday here in the United States, so maybe you went to a barbecue, or you have a family meeting through Zoom, because the conditions that we live in right now, where you get to your friends and oh, they bring that person who has a different opinion about politics, religion, rights, you name it, or just is dressing with white shoes, whatever it is, something that you think that is need to be a change. Or think about a situation from this week, like someone quit in front of you and leave you like empty hands and like, oh my god, what am I going to do now? I have to bring all these problems. Or you have a technical software problems that it was like so disrupting for this practice you were doing. Think about that. Feel it. Feel that. Feel where in your body feels that sensation. And write in the chat. Let me share. What do you feel it? You feel icky, like myself, for example. I feel like, ugh. I feel like stress. Share with me, what do you feel? Bring that memory, bring that situation, how you feel. Devastated, your body feels like tired. What do you feel? Bring that memory, just in the feeling. If you need the details, go into the details. This is nothing wrong with that. I feel anxious. Great, Jenny. That's perfect. And where you feel that anxiety? In your chest, in your head, in your neck, in your hands, and the little toe or your feet. That's great. That's great. In your heart. Somebody else? Any situation? For me, I was like, what's going on? This was not supposed to be. Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you here. So, Rhonda, if you just connect, we are trying to identify. This is not a guided meditation, but it's an exercise to identify and move out from that. So identify something that happened during the week that perturbed your peace, that took away all your peace, your sense of unity. And identify the feelings and where you're feeling. And identify the situation as well. Okay. I'm going to trust that all of you have a thought, has a situation where you feel that you need to fix something, because this practice called no problem. So let me actually write that. The practice today is no problem. No problem. Okay. So now I want you to feel all these emotions in your body, the emotions in your mind, the thoughts in your mind, and do this question. What is here now if there is not a problem to solve? What is here right now that is not a problem to solve? Let me go deeper a little on that. We were trying to bring something from the past, or something that happened a few minutes or a few hours or almost a week ago. It's in the past, already passed. So what is here now if there is not a problem to solve? Ask yourself, inquire yourself. Again, don't go and trying to create reasons, arguments. Is that happened, this situation, this person now? What is here now? If there is no problem to solve, what is that energy? What is that sensation? What is that feeling that really embraces you when there is no problems to solve? Feel it. Breathe it. Ask yourself, who is here? Who is here? That memory? That person who wrote your socks up? Who is who is here? Who are you here right now without solving problems? Who is aware of this? Who is aware of the situation? Who is aware of the emotions? Who is aware of the thoughts? Your small self who got to need to fight an attack? But there is something else more profound, more peaceful, more joyful. Feel it. What is here when there is now here to go and to do nothing? Who is that when you don't need to do nothing? Who is that being? And you can feel that. When you drop that ideas of resolving problems, the problems that I have, and just start resolve. What if I don't have problems? What if there is not a problem to solve? Who remains? Who really is at the core? Who is at the core? What it is? Who is the one who remains after removing our need to resolve problems? Oh, my alarms. I'm sorry. So who is that? And that is that feeling, that sensation, that sparkly lights that you can see, that sensation and hold your body, that embrace you, that hug you, that love you. That is the one with you. That's the price. You see, we stop thinking in the problems. We stop thinking and resolve the problems. We are not necessary to do this. We need to return to this feeling, to the price, and be flexible to listen. If we rest more and more in this question, and who I am if I don't have to resolve problems, you will feel that sense of oneness within you. And then you can ask, say, tell me love, tell me joy, tell me peace, tell me God. What is mine to do here right now? And the answer will show up. And the answer will show up because our brains are allowing be flexible to think in other ways. This is what Einstein used to say, not resolving problems with the same mind of the problem. This is the exercise to go out and seek the answer outside of resolving problems. Yes, our ego is going to say like, no, you need to resolve. You are the boss. You are the leader. You need to resolve this. You have bosses on top of you. You have kids. You have to go to school. You have to pay. You have to go. Yeah. But I can be guided by God. I can be guided by my eyes on God instead of this mechanical, automatic way to resolve. Be flexible. I can have flexibility in my mind, in my life, so that everything is easy, effortless, and loving. So, this is the invitation, the practice. I told you this is not an easy one. I know some maybe sounds easy. I know spiritual practice looks beautiful in practice. This is not an affirmation. This is not. It's just inquire yourself where I am right now, where I am, who I am right now. What and the quick question is no problems. I don't have to resolve problems. There is no problems. Who I am right now, who I am right now, and feel it and seal it and let go all the feelings of frustration of like, this Jackie is stressed at my life, and let the spirit illuminate you, fill you, embrace you, and you will see. Yeah, no problem. No problem. And I will add, Jeannie, if there is no problems to solve, it is not mine to solve the problem. It's actually I am who is guided by God. Always in the prize, the oneness with God. So this is almost time for us. Beba Chavez, I saw you. I didn't want to stop. I love you sharing. I had really, really emotional bad day. Yeah, I know. Technology sometimes like make you crazy. So, but it's not. Don't they well there again? This is not to me to resolve. This is not to me to resolve. Don't dwell in that. So we are. It's remember this mantra too. If you want to add it, or just continue say, if there is no problem to solve, what it is, what is me, what remains, and as well as like when I'm looking, I always go eyes on the prize. So enjoy this week practice. Play this if you want. I will try to don't go so verbally. I was trying to create a foundation from this practice, and next Monday probably go deep in. And I know we're going to be inspired by the Sunday service, so probably we're going in another direction. I'm very open and flexible. So, and I hope every one of you here too. I'd love to see all of you. And if you are streaming this afterwards, just do it again, leave a comment. I want to see what were you feeling, including what was the detail that struggled you and how you feel after. And as a caveat is keep that emotion. Eyes on the prize is just that. Right now I feel warm, I feel loving, I feel that everything is easy. I'm actually more relaxed. I feel more like that's the feeling. And if that's putting into the law, like law's going to say, oh, you like that, let's give more this, let's give more this, and that's why you don't need to resolve problems. You got it? That's up for everyone. I'm very happy to see you. And to finish here, I just want to share with you the Creative Living Fellowship is supporting this space and many other spaces that we have here, all these wonderful ideas. If you feel that you like this and all the activities that Creative Living Fellowship does during the week, so support us, support CLF by using our PayPal button or way to text or text donation. So many ways to support us, many ways. And at the same time, thumbs up, stream, and like it. And if you find this very helpful and you want to share it in your Facebook and YouTube, that's it. The more people we reach, the better world we do. Enjoy your week, and hope to hear from you. Any good feedback. If you during the week you feel that Oh, I want to Reverend Jorge say send an email to me, Jorge at Creative Living Fellowship, or write a comment. I always believe that the comments, people can read it, and doesn't matter the time frame what they are, maybe will help. Maybe what other person will say like, oh, I had that experience. So thank you for today. It's 7 p.m. It's our time is gone. It was faster. And I'm very happy to see you all of here. I'm very, very grateful for this time. And I just want to hear from all of you. Say goodbye, leave a comment. Good night. Good night.